And of course, the new hidden cable kind of standard that we're hoping becomes a little bit more popular. So you can see here, no, what's on a 10-pin power connector for the video graphics cards coming out of this. So it leads to a very clean aesthetic in the whole build, and this is kind of what it looks like on the back. So that's the 24-pin for your motherboard, the two 8-pins for your CPU, and actually,
why didn't they do this before?
Yeah,
it seems nuts.
Like this little additional, like next to the PCIe slot, the PM behind this told me that this is capable of delivering up to 600 watts. So for most modern builds, and of course you'll still need to plug in the 8-pin connectors or the 10-pin connector just into the 12-pin connector into the rear here. But you know, obviously it makes the front of your PC look really nice. Really helps with cable management, and of course it's becoming much more of a I do hope, and a lot of other people have been asking that if it's going to become an industry standard. Ultimately, I think it's hard to make that call. The market will decide.
Yeah.
But a lot of case manufacturers, if you go to Thermaltake, you go to Fractal, you go to Corsair, they're all beginning to incorporate kind of the cutouts. Which if you
well, I saw Corsair raving about this last year, but this seems to be another generation ahead of it.
Yeah. So if you come and just see the rear here, we've got all these cutouts in all the cases, and a lot of different manufacturers are beginning to do that as well, just incorporating it, because as we've seen from some of the reviews online, it doesn't really lose any structural rigidity, and it just, you can still use this with a traditional motherboard if you would like, but the idea is that if you want the hidden cable connectors, they're possible.
And is it... Yeah, what are they saying? It's like, because that doesn't look actually too easy to, like, plug in. If you want to, they...
like all the cable management.
It's hidden, yeah, but you've got to actually do the cable management.
Yeah, so,
to get that on.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, obviously, there's some, like, this is our new GT302 case, and obviously you'll see, compared to some other cases that might be out on the market, it is a little bit deeper. Obviously it's nowhere near a dual chamber design case, but that will be something the case manufacturers probably have to take into account. And ultimately, like, in terms of the number of cables that need to be plugged into the board is the exact same. They just won't be on the front of the motherboard.
Okay.
I'm wondering if they want me to leave this off.
Well, I'd have thought so, but then so is it, when there's designing this, the thermals will be better because there's no cables in there. It's not just aesthetics, but how much is it like a thermal play? How much is it like aesthetics?
It's mostly aesthetics. Right, to be honest, like there's quite a few people that have covered like how much does cable management really matter in comparison to just making sure your airflow is proper. So it's like if you've got your fans not optimized, that's going to cost you probably up to 5 degrees, but even if your cable management's not optimized, it's still probably not even a single degree, to be honest.